So, lads, the Warriors, they got screwed. They got absolutely screwed yesterday. Like, there's no other way of describing what happened. They got absolutely screwed. And look, the Warriors aren't going to really win anything this year. Like, they're not going to win a title. I know they're going for it, but, like, they're not going to win a title. It's just not going to happen. But they might have been able to win an NBA Cup. Like, that's something that they might have been able to win. It's something to win, and that could be the big thing for the NBA Cup, is that a team that might not win a championship might have a chance of winning the Cup. Like, it's something anyway. And like the Atlanta Hawks, they're never going to win a ring, but, you know, they might just go and get an NBA Cup title. It's something at least. But before we do get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 8.2k by the end of the day. But anyway, let's look at this call. So, this is how the game ended. The Warriors, as you guys can see here, there's 18 seconds to go. They have the ball 15 in the shot clock. So there's a 3-second differential. And what happens? Let's take a look.
Brooks chases Curry. And everyone's standing.
So you can see, sorry, I have to pause every like 5 seconds. The reason is just for copyright reasons. If I don't pause, I will be like caught. So I do have to pause quite a little bit. So I do apologize. But as you can see, nothing's really happened. There's 11 seconds to go.
Here in Houston,
Curry shoots. And he shot, in my opinion, he shot too early. There was no reason for him to shoot the shot, but he's Steph Curry. It was to end the game.
Steps back on the launch, he missed it.
Şengün fumbles the ball. GP the second gets the ball first.
Fight for the rebound.
So GP the second has the ball, tries to pass it. Then someone dives on the ball first. I think it's Jalen Green.
Poked away. 5 seconds.
And as you can see, he's trying to call a timeout. No timeout called. Kevon Looney just comes in and puts his hands on the ball.
Boy, does Green have possession?
Foul! The ref called a foul. The ref, I mean it, called a foul in this scenario. He called a foul. Let's go and like zoom in even further. He called a holding foul. Steve Kerr just in shock. Buddy Hield in shock. Kuminga in shock. And you might be saying, oh, was there anything bad in this? Watch what happens. So, the ball is there. The ball's out. Kuminga loses it to Jalen Green. They're trying to call a timeout. And Kevon Looney grabs the ball. You can see his two hands right here. The ball. And the referee runs in. Foul. Like, what is that? That is up there with the worst calls. And I mean this. Like, that is genuinely up there with the worst calls I have ever seen in the sport of basketball. Like, that is up there with the worst calls. And again, it means that the Warriors have no chance to win anything. They're not winning no NBA Cup this year. That has to be a jump ball. Has to be in a game like this. Gary Payton II has to call timeout there. Apparently, Steve Kerr and the coaches did call timeout. Isn't the obvious foul on Şengün by Looney? Like, I don't... Is that on the rebound? It's not a foul. You guys can't really see it on the screen, but like, come on, that is absolutely not a foul. And Steve Kerr did not hold back. Listen to Steve Kerr talking about the call.
I've never seen a loose ball foul on a jump ball situation 80 feet from the basket with the game on the line. I've never seen that. I think I saw it in college one time, 30 years ago. Never seen it in the NBA. That is, unconscionable. I don't even understand what just happened. You know, loose ball, diving on the floor, 80 feet from the basket, and you're going to give a guy 2 free throws to decide the game when people are scrambling for the ball. Just give them a timeout.
Also, a horrific, kind of horrific play for Podziemski there at the end.
Give them a timeout and let the players decide the game. That's how you officiate. Especially because...
I mean, that's just kind of like, that's officiating everywhere though. Unfortunately, like, no matter where you are in the world, outside of maybe Europe, because a lot of the top refs in Europe were former players, but like, and I mean like mainland Europe, I'm not talking about here. It's like, in a lot of situations, referees, not only are they bad at making the calls, they're bad at game management. Like, I understand, like, there's two ways of refereeing basketball games. You either make the calls no matter what for 48 minutes, or you try to make sure you manage the game. The refs that do the latter are normally the refs that people prefer. And as always, refs, you don't decide games. Like, that should be your whole thing with the refs is, no matter what, like, you should, if no one speaks about you after a game, you've done a good job. Like, but the problem is there are a lot of referees in situations, and it's happening all over the world. Like, I see it firsthand. It's a lot of referees want to make the game about themselves. They do, and you see a lot of the time in football. You can see it even like the PGMOL over in England, where it's a lot of like referees are cliquey, and a lot of the time they do tend to make games about themselves. But at the same time, like, if there was ever gonna be genuinely, if there was ever gonna be a game that was rigged, this might be, if you were just to watch it, this might be one of the most obvious rigged games, even though I don't think it was rigged. But from the outside looking in, it probably looks like it.
The game was a complete wrestling match. They didn't call anything. Steph Curry got hit on the elbow, plain as day, on a jump shot, just clubbed right on there, no call. So you've established you're just not going to call anything throughout the game. It's a physical game. We're going to call a loose ball foul on a jump ball situation with guys diving on the floor with the game on the line. This is a billion-dollar industry. You got people's jobs on the line. I am stunned.
And yeah, that's the reality of the situation. The Warriors got screwed. They got absolutely screwed, and there's no questioning that. If you guys can agree, you guys can disagree on what happened, but there is absolutely no questioning whether or not the Warriors got screwed, because the Warriors, like, objectively got absolutely, positively screwed. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, how you guys feel about the situation, whether or not you guys think it is it makes any real difference that the Warriors lost, whether or not you guys think the NBA Cup doesn't matter at all, so they shouldn't care about that. It's just 1 out of 82 regular season games, and if the players don't care, why should the refs care? But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. One of the worst referee games, not gonna lie, I have ever seen in all of my years watching basketball. But anyway, yeah, I will see you guys later.